Hey everyone, it is August again. It's actually almost September now, so summer is starting to wind down, and we are in full swing back to school season in the Harrison House and with ministry with Greek InterVarsity. So if you've been following along in previous years, you know it's kind of become a tradition to get on here and give a short ministry video update on life and ministry, including letting you hear from the kids. We kind of have a rotation of kids year by year, so you get to kind of see them grow up a little bit. So as you see, I am here with our newest third grader in our house, John Henry. John Henry, can you say hey?
Hi.
So yeah, our kids they start early here in South Carolina. They've been back in school for a few weeks. They started back August 1st. So Reese, our oldest, is now in 10th grade and is going to be driving soon, which is crazy. Lucy is now in 7th grade and John Henry's in 3rd. So I'll let him share about 3rd grade in a minute, but first, we did have an awesome summer break again together. Lots of fun both at home and a few trips. So we always like to let the kids share a little bit about summer. So John Henry, do you have any highlights from summer?
I had a sleepover with my closest friend. I went to Hilton Head Beach for the first time. And I liked going to Charleston for the 4th of July again.
So lots of fun things. We always do a summer bucket list and get to check things off the list as a family. So as you know, a goal for us in the summer is to try to get to the mountains and the beach. So we did get a hiking trip in the mountains, and we got down to the beach a couple times, Hilton Head and Charleston. And you did have a sleepover. What's one fun thing from Hilton Head? That was a new beach for us.
There was a pool in the hotel and outside, and then the hotel was right up at the beach.
Yeah, it had a lot of fun in the pool, huh? I don't know if you can see her. Our puppy that you might have met last year, Birdie, is down here running around too. So we'll see if she makes an appearance. But summer was great. We're thankful for the time that we had to slow down and be together and just enjoy more quality time together as a family. And yeah, school is back up and running. So as I said, John Henry's in 3rd grade. Also hard to believe. But John Henry, what are 3 of your favorite things about 3rd grade so far?
I like that I have a good teacher.
What's her name?
Miss T. Stevens.
Stevens.
She makes the subjects fun, like we do games for them. And then I like GT, and I have good friends in my class.
So a good teacher, good friends, and John Henry is enjoying the GT program, which is gifted and talented. So getting to do a lot of fun things with that. So lots of fun things with back to school season, lots of excitement, even a little bit of a cold, unfortunately. I think I've picked up a little bit of the back to school cold from kids, but that's part of it. Overall, we're doing well. Thankful for the kids doing great. Kristen's also full swing back to school at Southern Wesleyan University doing conferences and events. So we are in the thick of it. I'm going to let John Henry go here in a minute. Where's Birdie? Birdie, you want to say hey? Here's Birdie. She keeps things interesting in our house too. But again, we love just letting you hear from our family and them to get to say hello to you. We tell them often about your love and prayers and support for us. So thank you all. John Henry, can you say thank you and bye?
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Well, I know this is a busy time of year for most everyone, so I'll try to keep this pretty brief. It is hard to believe, but this is the beginning of year 20 on staff with Greek InterVarsity. Time flies. Hopefully you saw in my updates, this summer marked a transition for me where as of July 1, I officially began a new role with Greek IV. The title of the role is the Associate Director of Discipleship. So what does that mean? I just stepped on and am taking on more leadership on our Greek IV national planning and leadership team. We are not moving. We're excited to still stay here in the Clemson, South Carolina area. We've got deep roots and we're excited to still be here. But just with more of a remote focus, expanded territory, but more remote availability and flexibility to connect with staff and students across the country now. So the 3 main things I'll continue to be focused on as I was in my previous role. I'll continue to have a team of Greek IV staff that I am supervising and supporting. I'll also have a pretty big team of InterVarsity staff who aren't exclusively doing Greek ministry, but they're interested in reaching fraternity and sorority students that I'll continue to be coaching and supporting. And then on campuses, where we don't have a full-time or a Greek IV staff at all, I'll continue to get to be having a mentorship and discipleship role for these students. So much of the same, but again, expanded capacity and territory with more of a remote focus, which is a blessing for our family in this season of life and marriage and parenting to have more remote flexibility. But also in this day and age, I don't know if you'd be surprised or not, but we're connecting with students virtually in all kinds of ways, through social media, through Zoom, mentorship and discipleship and coaching, again, in places where we don't have local Greek IV staff. And then one other thing in this role that I'm excited about is I'm getting to help lead some new initiatives remotely, offering some coaching and even some virtual events to invite students to where they don't have a local Greek IV chapter. So this past Saturday, we just trained a group of 30 plus student leaders virtually to lead Bible studies in their fraternities and sororities this fall. So we're excited about that. And then later in September, we're going to host a virtual gathering for students from anywhere in the country to sign on virtually and join us and learn more about how to follow Jesus in a fraternity or sorority context. So again, many of the things that we've been doing on campus, now we're just trying to offer online for students who are hungry for it and they just don't have a staff. So thank you for all the continued prayers and support over many years, but especially in this new season of casting new lines into the water. You know my love for fishing. So just seeing what lines we can throw out and who responds to those. So thank you for continuing to help make that possible, for your prayers and support for our family. So I do covet your prayers as we continue to get adjusted to this new role and just the back to school season for family. We pray for wisdom and creativity for our staff team and just an openness to the Spirit, however He's leading. And then, just for new connections, both in person, on campus, in the places where we can. I'll continue to have some support and oversight here at Clemson. So in-person connections and new connections, however God would lead us to them virtually. So hope that's exciting to you to hear a little bit more about the transition and how God is using your support to continue to help us reach Greek students now all over the country. So we thank you and love y'all and look forward to keeping you up to date this year. God bless.